Clope and Nidek Minster welcomes you to this broadcast of high school varsity volleyball. We're at Minster High School. We're open to tournament play where the Wildcats host the Cory Rawson Hornets. Tonight's game is brought to you by these sponsors: Crown Equipment Corporation, First National Bank, Keyhole Pizza, Winners Meats, Sydney Allglaze Audiology, Precision Strip, Wagner's IGA, Borchers Family Floor Center, and NKTelco. Along with Jeff Henson, I'm Dave Kanapke again. It's the opener in the sectional action here. Minster being the host team. They're the third seed in the Elida District. Minster on the season, they're 8-14 under the direction of Cami Garman in her 11th year. And Jeff, you look at their records this year, they started out a pretty solid first half, but really have had some trouble in the second half of the season.
I believe they've lost 10 of 11, and boy, if you look at the record, 8-14, don't overlook it. I've seen them play some good games here at Minster. They had the Invitational where they played Tri-Village and North Union, I believe is a school. They lost those two matches in 4 games by like a total of 10 points. So they were very competitive, losing by 2 and by 3 points. You had a game last week, I believe it was Versailles. They won the first 2, lost the next 3 competitive matches. So, yeah, the record isn't where they'd want it to be, would like it to be, but don't overlook them. They've battled well, they play well. Just got to eliminate those little miscues along the way to get them out of the rhythm.
Their opponents tonight, the Cory Rawson Hornets, they made the trip about an hour. I talked to the coach beforehand. Trip down here, they're part of the BBC. Tough year for the Hornets.
Yeah, they've only won 1 game. That was way back, second game of the year. So a tough task tonight for them. A long bus ride. You talked to her and you mentioned some of her comments, about having fun and just playing hard, and that's all they've got to do tonight. I mean, they've got to come out here and they're going to play a very good Minster team. They've got to compete. Don't have any fears, if you will. Try to do their best. They've had a rough season, and for them, if they can compete well and hang with a very good Minster team, that's really all they can ask for.
Well, they're going to get ready for the national anthem, so we'll step aside. We'll be back with the starting lineups here on NKTelco Sports. Welcome back here to Minster Elementary School. We're getting ready for tournament action to start off the second season here. We're introducing the officials here tonight. Now we'll do the non-starters first for Cory Rawson. Again, 121, 0-9 in the BBC. Head coach is Amanda Lowry. Okay, now the starters here. Brought to you by Sydney Allglaze Audiology. Avery Elkert, number 7. Number 8, Brooke Shepard. Number 10, Faith Bowersock. You see here, she's a libero. 12, Harley Garmotter. 25, Morgan McVetta. 29, Reagan Cooper. 30, Olivia Bacon. Again, these are the Sydney Allglaze audiology starting lineups. Head coach again, Amanda Lowry, her second year at the helm of the Hornets. Now for the Minster Wildcats, the non-starters. 2, Amara Balmer. 3, Colleen Heppelman. 4, Macy Pringer. Savannah Bergman. Elena Pringer. 10, Megan Fortman. 14, Addie Inskeep. 16, Hannah Oldegas. And now the starters brought to you by Sydney Oldegas Alvaja. Number 1, Ava Griesup. 6, Kayla Lamb. 7, Lindy Hemmelgarn, the libero. 11, Jaden Clooney, the setter. 12, Ella Mesher. 15, Alyssa Niemeyer. 24, Lily Barhorse. Head coach for the Wildcats, Cammie Garman, been here a little bit. 11 years at the helm of the Wildcats. So both teams are going to shake hands between both teams. It gives us an opportunity to give us the keys to the game, brought to you by Keyhole Pizza. We'll start with the Hornets.
Well, Cory Rawson wants to play to win, not to lose. Come out with the energy, with the confidence to play to win. Forget about the past. New game tonight on the road, play to win. Leave it all on the court. She wants to make sure her players don't have any regrets, that they have given 100% and try their best here against the Wildcats and basically play sound defense. They know Minster likes to attack, so they're going to have to get good contact when the Minster attacks and get into their offense best they can and go to work offensively. But those 3 things, and she was pretty positive about her team, just wanting to make sure they played aggressive and gave it all 100% tonight. For the Minster Wildcats, Coach Garman's caller Layfeld, Cammie Garman, wants to control the controllables. Now, that doesn't mean every hit, every set, every attack is going to be right, but maybe when you make an error, good or bad, but more bad, how can you control your actions after that? How can you bounce back from it and earn your points? Go after every attack, every possession to earn the points, not hoping the other team might make a mishandle or a miscue. Earn them rather than hope for them, and play with relentless effort. Continue to battle 100%. It's not been the record season you'd hope for, but they are fractions, millimeters, centimeters, whatever you want to call it, splitting hairs away from being 14-8 versus 8-14, in my opinion, from the things I've seen them do. When the pieces of the puzzle are put together, they're a very sound team. It's just too many times where they're negative plays versus positive, but they've been very competitive, and they're going to look to make a sound statement here in this first tournament game. Again,
those are your keys to the game, brought to you by Keyhole Pizza. As Cory Rawson that started out. Brooke Shepard, one of their setters, start us there on the right side, as you see on the camera, and the green and yellow as you expect the Hornets. Dug by Hemmelgarn. They'll set Barhorse, and Lily Barhorse puts it away.
Barhorse, a very good attacker, a sophomore, leads the Wildcats with 3.3 kills per set and a very good .262 hitting percentage, and good job by the Minster offense. First touch, good set, and then the system right away.
Jaden Clooney, the setter, went over 1,000th set on her career about midway through the season. Earned honorable mention the MAC teams that were released today as her serve goes long.
That's one of the rare serving errors she'll have. 94% on the season from Jaden Clooney, the senior. Also 40 aces, so she gets it done with some aggressiveness, but a rare mistake there.
McVetta with the serve. She gets a little bleeder off the top, and it goes for an ace.
Well, the Hornets will take it from McVetta, her 17th ace of the season. She's an 81% server. As a team, the Hornets only serve at 82%, so they have had their fair share of serving mistakes.
Hit across by Balmer, too long. And it'll be Hornets ball. The Hornets lead on our First National Bank scoreboard 3-1 here in the early going.
Well, a long way to go, but a good start for the Hornets. They know they're the underdog, want to get off to a good start.
That serve across, Niemeyer from the back row. Into middle, it's blocked. You have Mesher and also Barhorse right there.
Well, that's 1 and 2 in the Minster stat category for blocks. Barhorse at 0.9, just almost 1, and Mesher at 0.7 blocks per set. As I've said before, those numbers don't seem that large at 0.9 and 0.7, but termination blocks are tough to come by, and those two did a nice wall block there for a point.
Lily Barhorse with a very good season, earned second team All-MAC. Hit across but blocked by Minster. Hit on there on the right side by Cooper. They'll set Mesher. That goes just inside the line for the point.
Caught the tape and hit the sideline. That's all that matters. And for Mesher, another good hitter at 6 feet tall. She averages just under 2 kills per set and just under 300 hitting percentage.
Barhorse leads the team in kills, blocks, and digs as her serves across, trying to break this 3-3 tie. Hit there by Elkert. Wildcats free ball over there by Hemmelgarn. Hit across by Garmider. On the right side, Balmer will dink it and find the spot.
Good decision for Mara Boimer. Averages just under a kill per set. That's a tough angle to hit out of that right front. We've talked about it. And she had actually moved to her left, so made a good decision, saw the opening, and tapped it right into the open spot.
Balmer's played some middle and also right side, and there's Barhorse with the ace.
27 aces on the season for Lily Barhorse now, an 88% server. Minster as a team is at 90% serving accuracy, and they average 2.2 aces per set due to the Wildcats. They're going to get their second one here.
Served a little bit shorter that time, and Barhorse now have served, I believe, 4 points in a row.
Yeah, they were behind 3-1, so got the side out point, and yes, now 4 in a row.
Another serve dug by Bauer Sox. Hit by Elkert for the kill. Avery Elkert, 5'7" senior.
She averages just over a kill per set and got a tough spot where Clooney had it just out of her reach, where she got some 10 fingers on it, but not in a position where she could slow it down and control it.
Dug by Hemmelgarn, hit across by Niemeyer. Bump set to go to Bacon in the middle, dug by Hemmelgarn. Clooney will go over to Niemeyer down the line for the point. Now she also drew a Hornet into that.
Net violation on the Hornets, but the kill will go to Alyssa Niemeyer, the senior attacker. Just under 2 kills at 1.9 for Niemeyer on her senior campaign.
Kayla Lamb, number 6, into the front row for the Wildcats as Savannah Bergman, senior defensive specialist, to serve.
And Niemeyer's honorable mention, all MAC.
Yep. 3 Wildcats getting honorable mentions. That one goes into the net. Just to recap, Clooney and Niemeyer both with honorable mention, and Lily Barhorse, second team all MAC. As the Wildcats now 8-4 on our First National Bank scoreboard. First National Bank, think first. Dug by Bowersock, that will go to the sideways, so give an ace there to Savannah Bergman.
For Savannah Bergman, she will record ace number 28 on the season. And a very good 90% accuracy from the senior back row player.
7 seniors on this veteran team for Minster, only 1 junior. Bacon with the hit, not able to dig it out there. Olivia Bacon with the kill. Or check that, I got that wrong. Cooper,
yeah,
Reagan Cooper.
Good swing for her. She got it right into kind of a nowhere land for the Wildcats. She got a hand on them, but just not enough good control, and it goes for her first kill.
Into the front row will go Tessa Elkert. And back to serve for the Hornets is number 11, Chelsea McVetta. So 9-5 in favor of the Wildcats. Cory Rawson had an early lead. And that serve will go long. Side out and a point to the Wildcats.
First service ace of the set for the Hornets. Again, as a team, they're 82%. That's what I consider a lower percentage of what I've seen in a lot of games I've done this year. 82 is about the lowest. That's just their first one here so far in this match.
Ava Greasup with an ace. A nice jump serve.
We have a nice angle back here behind her watching the ball, and it really, again, floats and moves a lot, and that's a tough ask for the defense, and that's why you need a good back row to pick up the aggressive serving.
That one goes into the net for Greasup. Is going back to serve is Avery Elkert, one of 5 seniors on this Cory Rawson team. And there will be a line violation as I believe she stepped over the line.
Or a rotation violation.
Yeah, that's what.
Now, I've always wanted to take like 6 pennies on a table and then, and have people show me where does this happen if the setter's here. Does it have to overlap? It's something about being in front or beside.
Well, you can't be wherever your position is. You can't be. You got to be in your position both horizontally and vertically.
Yeah.
You can't be. You got your spot, like say in the corner. You can't be more toward the middle than the person in the middle. And so just like the back row, you can't be you're supposed to be in the front corner. You can't be back further than that, if you know what I mean.
Well,
I don't know how they keep track of it so
I
well.
don't know either.
I've
never really noticed it, but
because they just have a little card they keep that's smaller than your hand as Niemeyer's serve goes long, and somehow they're able to keep track of all that. They're much better than I.
Usually, you don't see a lot of people arguing about it. I mean,
No.
it's so yeah. But the missed serve by the Wildcats give it right back to the Hornets.
Clooney over to Barhorse. Lily Barhorse with the kill.
Haven't seen a lot of attacking here, really. Where there's been some service errors and some mishandled plays that resulted in some free ball. I know Boimer had a kill that was kind of a placement shot, but for Barhorse, I believe both her kills in this set have been, let's say, aggressive attack swings.
Barhorse will be hitting from the outside as Ella Mesher came in. Barhorse has been playing a little bit of middle lately, as that will be an ace for the Wildcats for Alyssa Niemeyer. So they experimented. Barhorse has been effective wherever she has.
Yeah.
Check that out. It was on Lindy Hemmelgarn, had the ace there.
Yeah, she can hit from the back row. I've seen her, play a few times, and really a free swinger for any position, goes up with a lot of confidence.
There's Tessa Elkert with the kill for the Hornets.
She got it around a good blocker there. I believe a solo attempt there by Barhorse, and that's a good swing for the sophomore, getting around to a fellow sophomore blocker. But Barhorse, to mention, usually gets good contact at the net and is very active. She's athletic, she's tall, and that all helps make for a good volleyball player.
Dug by Niemeyer. They'll set Mesher. Good timing there.
Now that is top-down approach there. The classmates, Clooney and Mesher, timed it well, and Mesher at 6 feet tall. When she gets up and hits it down, it's, again, self-defense, and just you're lucky if you're in the right spot. If not, it goes for a kill. In this case, her second of the set.
Mara Balmer into the front row as Jaden Clooney with the serve. Set by Shepard. Hit from the back row. The libero Bowersock sails it long. Wildcats have the Hornets doubled up 16-8 on our First National Bank scoreboard.
Beginning to open that gap there for a while. Well, once Minster was down by 2 actually early on, and now Wildcats beginning to put some space between them and the Hornets, and
I think they're
getting a lineup check now.
check there with Amanda Lowry. It's
And
the
there's
official one down over to the scores. The scorebook, you have to keep them in order. There's whoever starts serving, I think, is the number 1 position. And then the number 2 position is the next one that would be serving from the right front.
Rotates
That's how you list it, and I guess how you the card, you can check it that way. I'm sure there's a system to it. I just don't know what it is. And
I've never kept a volleyball scorebook. I mean, I keep my stats here, but I don't keep that.
Yeah.
I've done baseball and basketball, and
I did it a couple
football
times
a little
when
bit.
my daughter was in junior high and I think in JV, but never at the varsity level. And it's one of those jobs that seems easy until the moment you start not paying attention, and all of a sudden something happens and you fall. Once you fall behind, you're in trouble.
Yeah, and it doesn't pay that well probably either.
No,
maybe a free ticket.
It's one of those
game.
good, free ticket, but it's one of those unsung jobs that people volunteer for. It's that people don't realize what it takes between that and somebody keeps the score, somebody announces the starting lineups, all the things that you need, the volunteers, to make high school sports happen.
Yeah, again, and they might get a little bit, but you really, you can't afford to pay them a lot of money. Not like a big-time university probably pays their staff.
Barhorse with a hit, too long. Side out to the Hornets.
After a long delay, Minster ends it with a hitting violation, or second of the match or second of the game. Barhorse, again, a very good hitter, just under 260 or just above 260. That's a pretty good hitting percentage. That calculates your errors and your attacks.
Mesher with the hit, and they'll call a carry on the.
Maybe too much behind her head. Those stiff arm shots, you've got to keep the ball in front, or if not, it's considered like I caught it behind my head and I'm holding it just too long versus catching it in front and pushing it down.
Kind of throwing it, so to speak. And then it'll be called a lift there on the set. It's not the same as we played in the backyard with the.
No, that would have been perfectly fine back in the day in the backyard, but here it's a lot more stricter, and that's why the good ones are the really good ones are hard to come by, and it's a tough talent.
Point for the Wildcats off the Lily Barhorse serve, 18-10. Wildcats have had 7 straight winning seasons going into this season. Like we talked about, 8-14, just a A lot of close losses in the second half of the season, but still ranked number 3 in the seeding, so they have a lot of respect by their fellow teams that are in this sectional.
Yeah, I believe, again, you realize and you look at the scoreboard, they've won a lot of games, just haven't won many matches, if you know what I'm saying by that. And
Barhorse had a nice hit from the back row, and there it was put away by Mara Barnard.
Yep, good attack there for number 2, her second kill. She's played a nice first game here and took advantage of it. Coach Lowry is going to take a timeout.
Timeout on the floor. We'll step aside off this precision strip timeout. We'll be right back on NKTelco Sports. Coming out of the precision strip timeout, Wildcats on top, 19-10 on our First National Bank scoreboard.
Again, pulling away slightly here. I mean, they've been in control. Cory Rawson's had a handful of errors. They've had a couple ball handling errors here as of late. Minster getting some better net play, if you will, recently. So good defensive play there, but it won't result there for a while. It looked like he kept it alive.
Avery Elkert with the kill for the Hornets.
Number 7 on the roster, Avery Elkert, her second kill of the set. And nearly Minster almost made a great defensive play. And that's one thing I saw in the match against Tri-Village and North Union. They played, kept the ball alive. There were some long volleys in those sets in that invitational they had here a couple weeks ago. And so Minster, again, capable of making good things happen. Just got to be consistent.
Clooney to Mesher off the quick set for the point.
I like those short approach sets where the defense doesn't have time to read it. If you're a step behind, the short set doesn't give you a chance to catch up. So unless you guess wrong which way they're going, whatever, you have a limited ability to make a good wall, a good termination block. That's twice now that Clooney and Mesher, I believe, have gone, say, fast or quick, and both times a good result for the Wildcats.
Bergman serve across, bumped over there, pushed over there by Cooper. They'll set Niemeyer a little too long. Side out to the Hornets. Into the game will be Chelsea McVetta, number 11 for the Hornets. She'll go back to serve, and into the front row will be sophomore Tessa Elkert. 5 seniors. They have 1 junior on the team, 3 sophomores and 1 freshman. Freshman being number 25, Morgan McVetta. So a mix of classes for Coach Amanda Lowry. Serve across there by McVetta. Quick hit there to Kayla Lamb, and the sophomore with the point.
Averages just under 1.5 kills per set. And again, another good approach here. Ball set nicely in the wheelhouse, and the timing was good. And Lamb went after it very aggressively and had a good contact, made it difficult to play. Her first kill of the set.
Ava Griesop, the recent Miss Oktoberfest winner in the festival. That was a couple weeks ago. Hit over by Niemeyer. Dug there by the Hornets. Bauer Sock. Be free balled over. Barhorse, Clooney. And she just dumps it over. Reverse dump.
Is that a reverse hook like Lou Alcindor did backwards, or Julie Sterling wrap around?
Yeah, that was you see a lot of times hit over, but rarely you hit it behind her back. Reverse jam, so to speak.
Yeah,
so.
That's what I was getting at. But she had a nice touch there, and that's a tough shot, and obviously it doesn't come without some sort of practice, and executed it well.
Clooney, her second year as the starting setter in this 5-1 offense for Coach Garman. Free ball across. There's Hemmelgarn. Clooney will set Niemeyer. Dug in the back row by Garmotter. Bacon just able to get over. Griesa goes to Clooney. Over to Niemeyer. Alyssa Niemeyer with the kill.
Don't know if it was by design or not, but she kind of cut the ball there. Didn't get a real good contact, but she definitely got around the blocker that was there. Really directionally changed the ball and hit it. Ended up being a great shot down the left line, and she gets back-to-back kills here recently late in the set.
Griesa continues to serve her second year as a starting defensive specialist. Hard serve. And that will be bumped across, and the Wildcats are coming up here on set point. 24-12. Grisha tries to finish off the first set. Dug there, now hit across by Garmotter. Barhorse, Clooney, back set. Nice save by Grisha to keep that alive. That is partially blocked there by Lamb. Barhorse from the back row. Wildcats scrambling to get it across. The set Bacon too long, and the first set goes in favor of the Wildcats on our First National Bank scoreboard, 25-12. We'll take a break as both teams go back to their respective benches, and we'll be back with the second set on NKTelco Sports.
Clopay Corporation, America's favorite garage door, is now hiring for all manufacturing and over-the-road Class A CDL driving positions. Clopay is the largest residential garage door manufacturer in North America, and we are continuing to grow. Join our team and work in a safe, clean, modern environment. Clopay offers a great benefits package as an equal opportunity employer and a drug-free work environment. Imagine the possibilities when you open the door to your career at clopay.com/careers.
Are you looking for a new career with amazing growth potential? Nidec Press and Automation is hiring for many positions right now. Nidec is a global company that is growing with its sights on being a billion-dollar company. Machinists, service technicians, human resource personnel, IT specialists, electrical engineers, mechanical engineers, and many more. The opportunities abound at Nidec Press and Automation. Go to minsterjobs.com now to get started on your new career with Nidec.
At First National Bank, we are working hard to make your life a little easier. With products like Card Valet, an app allowing you to control your cards with real-time notifications, transaction restrictions, and spending limits. The ability to access your money through 55,000 all-point ATMs across the country, surcharge-free. Live customer support when you need it. And online and mobile banking, allowing you to gain access to your financial information wherever and whenever you like. First National Bank, making your life a little easier.
Hi, I'm Mallory. My grandpa's been making the world's worst pizza for 30 years. That doesn't look like the world's worst pizza. Grandpa, I know why they call you Chunky Bob. It's because you use chunky ingredients on your pizza.
Of course, it's not because I'm fat.
Grandpa, this is the world's best pizza. Keyhole Pizza, come check Grandpa out.
Dine in or carry out.
First set goes in favor of the Minster Wildcats, 25-12 on the First National Bank scoreboard. With our stats and recap from the first set, here's Mr. Jeff Henshin.
Thank you, Dave. Our Wagner's stats and recap here of Wagner's IGA stats and recap of Game 1. The CAB report, kills, aces, blocks. Minster dominates in all categories, 11-4 the kill category in favor of the Wildcats, 5 aces compared to 1. And Minster had the lone termination block, 1 versus 0. So Minster, other than the 7 errors they had, and they had 4 attack errors and 3 service errors, they really dominated the Hornets. The Hornets, again, not much offense, couldn't get it in a good rhythm, didn't have a lot of great swings, did commit 8 errors, 5 attack errors, a service error, and 2 ball handling errors. So Minster, after trailing 3-1, kind of got it together, if you will, and then went on the 24-9 run, if you will, to finish it out. So Minster in control, though, and that's what they need to do today is make a statement and TCB, take care of business. And they got Game 1 under their belt, and we'll look forward to a strong Game 2 here. And for the Hornets, again, continue to play hard and try to get those good first touches, get your, let's say, your offense in better rhythm, get some more aggressive attacks.
Winner of this game will play number 7 seed at Ridgemont at New Bremen High School. The second round is played at the school of the highest seed of that side of the bracket, New Bremen being the number 1 seed. will play the first game. They will play the winner of Arlington and Waynesville Goshen that's playing tonight, and then the winner of this game plays in the second game against Ridgemont. Changing the starting lineup for the Wildcats, senior Colleen Peppelman getting the start here to start in the front row for the Wildcats. She's with fellow classmates Ella Mesher and Lily Barhorst.
Colleen wears number 3, and we'll probably switch her to the right side, and she does. There, she'll be on the right side, and
Jaden Clooney starts us off with an ace.
Clooney had a rare kill, if you will, in game number 1. A nice play where she was a setter in the front row and had that nice reverse backwards attack for a kill.
Clooney serves it across. Into the one's Garmotter. Nice save by Lindy Hemmelgarn. Dink by Barhorse for the point.
Definitely took a lot off. Kind of top spinned it over, and for Barhorse, now her 3rd kill of the match, averaging just above 3 kills a set.
Clooney continues to serve. Shepard will set Cooper as it goes out of bounds, and a 3-0 start for the Wildcats.
Cory Rawson has their heights listed on their roster, and not a lot of vertical attackers, if you will. 5'7", 5'9", maybe the biggest or the tallest, and makes it tough when you have a couple 6-foot walls on Minster defending.
And that was a hit there by Barhorse. Yeah, Barhorse and Mesher, I'd say they're both at 6 foot. Minster doesn't list their heights, but pretty sure they have reached the 6 foot mark as Clooney continues to serve. Hit across there by Elkert. Peppelman saves it. They'll set Peppelman. She'll push it. They set Barhorse with a kill. Lily Barhorse.
Kind of a freaky play there. Clooney on the back row can't attack it above the net to have it go over. She touched it. Maybe I missed it. Cory Rawson must have blocked it back, kept the volley alive, and ultimately Lily Barhorse her 2nd kill.
Clooney serving. There's 5 seniors on the court, and then Lindy Hemmelgarn is a junior going on here. So a lot of veterans on this team, and that's hit by Garmotter off the block by Mesher.
Kind of a strange attack. She changed direction by really pushing her shoulders twisting them, and then a kind of a 2-hand push, but got enough to get the good angle and get the much-needed point for the Hornets.
Served by McVetta. Morgan McVetta a little too long. Side out to the Wildcats. Barhorse serve. I correct myself here. I said there was 5 seniors. Actually, Barhorse is a sophomore on the court. You have 3 seniors in the front row now with Mesher, Niemeyer, and Peppelman as Barhorse there with the ace.
Her 3rd service ace of the night. That gives her 29 on a season. An 88% server is Barhorse, and again, swings pretty well behind the serving line, too, for the Wildcats.
Jump serve by Barhorst. Tough serve, not able to chase it down. Another ace by Lily Barhorst.
Gives her 4, 2 in each set, and again, a lot of top spin, and makes it difficult to retrieve if you don't get it just correct. So she continues to gain her confidence here from the service line.
8-1, just her and Clooney's the only one who served for the Wildcats. Nice dig by Bowersock. Bump there, blocked there by Mesher. Goes off of Mesher again. Niemeyer with a hit. Dug by the Hornets. Back on the Minster side. Barhorse. Clooney, quick set to Mesher, and Ella puts it away.
Good attack there. Good volley by Mesher. She had a number of contacts. She kept the set when they pushed it over alive, then got a touch on the attack coming back, and then got the ultimate kill from Clooney. So from the set from Clooney, her 4th kill of the match for Ella Mesher.
Another tough serve there. Hornets are scrambling. Nice try there by Jenna Hartman, but it goes short.
3rd service ace for Barhorse, and again, Minster has a big court here. There's a lot of room to run things down, and Cory Rawson got 3 touches but never had anything under control, hence the service ace for Barhorst.
Heard by Hartman, back to Niemeyer. Clooney will set Niemeyer, but they'll call a double hit on the set. So side out gives it to the Hornets. Talk about a lot of room. The basketball court is actually, it can be a 94-foot court. It's big enough for a 94-foot college length if they wanted to. Now I think they only play it at
84. Because I can
84.
tell by the volleyball court lines where it ends, but
which is typical for high school. There's a few. I know Fort Laramie has a college level there as Mesher puts it on the right side for the kill.
Yeah, Laramie definitely is 94 feet, and one easy way to tell is look at the volleyball court, because the volleyball court's 60 feet long, 30 and 30. If the end line, the service line, is much closer to the elbow on the basketball key area, that's about 4 feet there, 5 feet, and 5 feet on the other end, then you know that it's a 92 or so or longer court.
Yeah, good point. As that one go long, also you can go by where the free throw line is, be 15 feet to where the basket is. The basket is 6 foot in, is that right? 4 foot in. 4 foot in. So
yeah. There's a lot of numbers here. It's 21 feet from the end line to the top of the key, and then you do the math. But
nice serve by Greasa. Buries it right into the corner. It drops.
Coffin corner.
Coffin corner, if you will. Timeout on the floor by the Hornets. Wildcats in control. We'll be right back. Coming out of the precision strip timeout, the Hornets find themselves down by 11 here in the second set.
The first set, they were more competitive, more things, let's say, went their way, or they're able to battle a little bit better. But right now, the serve receive has been difficult for them. The Wildcats have served up 4 aces already, or 5 already here in game number 2. So that gives you numbers, if you will, on the trouble they've had getting good first touch.
Niemeyer with the chase down there by Garmotter. Bumped across by Bowersock. Barhorse will set Peppelman. Peppelman with a nice spike. Picked up, but not able to put it over by the Hornets.
Yeah, it was a nice swing by Colleen Peppelman. She won't get credit for the kill, but boy, again, a tough spot from that right side, and maybe not getting a lot of reps out there during game time, but boy, hit it well that time. A nice defensive play by the Hornets, but the attack error.
On the line, Greasa.
3 aces in the match for Ava Griesup. That gives her 36 on the season, 90% server. She had 1 ace and also a mistake. So she had a rare mistake serving in game 1, but 2 service aces here in game 2 so far.
Another hard serve. Be bumped across by Lydia Bacon. There's a Griesup to Clooney. Back set to Peppelman. Played by Shepard. Tried to hit across there by Cooper. Point for the Wildcats. 16-2. This is only the 3rd server to serve for the Wildcats with Clooney and Barhorse. Griesup doing a nice job with hard serves. Hit across by Bacon. There's Griesup on the dig. Set over to Niemeyer. Down the line, outside of the line. Side out to the Hornets.
Didn't have a lot of hitting room there. Tried to cut the line. And she had a very good swing. In this case, just maybe a couple inches, maybe 6 inches outside. But good idea, good swing, good velocity. And those are good spots where the enemy is not.
As Ella Mesher, actually Linda Hemmelgarn will come in to be libero to give Griesup a break. Hemmelgarn, the only junior on the roster for the Wildcats.
The match we had here, that invitational, I thought she did a super job playing defense, and I talked to her parents at the Oktoberfest that you mentioned earlier, and I thought she played a lot of great defense, and I think that probably comes from the time she spent on the diamond fielding ground balls probably as well.
Yeah,
had a good sense for the ball.
For her father, Rob, and there's a kill there by Kayla Lamb. Just finishing up that part, Lindy, her father, Rob, is the head softball coach for the last several years. And Lindy, I believe, was the starting shortstop.
Makes sense. I mean, she had I think that all helps tie into the court awareness, judging fly balls, just reading everything. And if you don't see a lot of repetition, it's tough to pick up a habit or a sense of it. And I thought she did a nice job that particular Saturday, keeping the ball alive.
Birdman with a nice serve, as you could see. Again, we're from the end zone view. You could really see that drop and take a dive to the left.
Yeah, it does. You wouldn't think it would dance around that much with not a lot of air movement in the gym. I mean, I understand if it's outside, the wind can really make things dance, but here, even inside, it floats around and makes it tough.
Niemeyer there blocks a push there. McVetta tried to put across, and a 19-3 lead for the Wildcats.
Total domination here in game number one. Again, game number two. Game one was a 25-12 mark, and it seemed like Cory Rawson in game one did a much better job serve receiving, at least getting some offense generated. It wasn't always great attacks, but here they're having trouble really getting a final good third contact.
Cory Rawson, member of the BBC.
Blanchard Valley Conference.
Yep, and there's another ace by Bergman. You look at some of the records. Liberty Benton, a very powerful team, 9-0. They're 23-0 overall, number 3 in Division III. They're in the same sectional as Coldwater, and they got the number 1 seed in that. Coldwater got the number 2 seed, and then you have Van Buren at 7-2, Macomb at 6-3. It's a 9-team league. Those are the 3 teams that have winning records in the conference. There's a set to Niemeyer. Nice dig by Garmotter. And that's an overpass put away by sophomore Kayla Lamb.
She used all 30 feet, and good timing there, and again, gets her second kill, but used all the court.
Rounding out the rest of the BBC, Van Loo, Arcadia, 4-5, Arlington, 3-6, Riverdale, and North Baltimore, 2-7, and then you have Cory Rawson. And there's Lamb again at the net. So some of those teams you see here in the BBC, you see the names, you hear of them. Sometimes you wonder where they're all put together there and there.
A chance here to kind of see one of them, but then hear their names of the other ones. And that Liberty Benton team, they're good. They're Division III. They had, I guess, the benefit of some open enrollment from Arlington. I think that Willow, Karis Willow, very good. She might have committed to Penn State.
Oh, wow.
But something like that. But she moved into their district here recently.
And recently they just played Tiffin Calvert. And Tiffin Calvert's the team that was the defending state champion in Division IV. They beat New Bremen in the finals, and they beat them in 3 straight sets. Recently, in the last week, somebody was telling me that. I don't know what all Tiffin Calvert had back, but Tiffin Calvert year in, year out is a pretty strong team.
Well, they're the number 2 ranked team in the state right now.
Right behind New Bremen, in between New Bremen and Knoxville in Division IV.
Those top 3 teams there, if everything seeds, if you will, are true, I believe Tiffin Calvert will come down into that Bremen-Knoxville bracket area through the
regional finals, I believe. So, if all holds true, which
you got to still play the game.
It doesn't always fall that way. That's right. So we'll see, and hope to carry as many games as we can on NKTelco Sports. We're
fortunate to have a lot of good teams again in the area. And
we'll be at New Knoxville and New Bremen on Thursday night. Let's hit back on the Minster side. Niemeyer this time goes with the angle for the kill. Alyssa Niemeyer. Another set point coming up here for the Wildcats as Savannah Bergman continues to serve.
How many positions have Minster rotated? 4?
4. Clooney, Barhorse, Greasup, and now Bergman. Trying to finish it here. There's a nice block by Lamb and the attack by Bacon. Wrap it around by Lamb, and a nice hit by Kayla Lamb finishes off the second set on our First National Bank School Board 25-3 domination by the Wildcats. Both teams are regrouped to their bench. We'll be back with the third set on NKTelco Sports.
Allglaze and Sydney Audiology are committed to providing the most advanced and affordable hearing care solutions.
Did you know that more and more insurances are offering coverage for hearing aids and that we are the most comprehensive provider in the area?
Because we want to serve all in our community, we partner with agencies such as Medicaid, OOD, Sertoma, and most recently the VA, helping our veterans find local solutions to their problems.
Don't leave unused benefits on the table this year. Call us today to see if you qualify.
Together, we are family, working safely for our loved ones.
We are problem solvers who challenge the status quo and drive improvement.
We care about our customer relationships.
We stay true to our values, caring and respecting one another.
We embrace change as we journey through our career.
We are Precision Strip, the world's leading processor of rolled steel and aluminum.
Precision Strip, doing the exceptional.
Wagner's IGA has been servicing their communities for more than 95 years, spanning 3 generations. Wagner's founded their business on 2 basic principles: excellent customer service, and quality products. Visit all our locations and experience the finest selection of deli, fresh meats, and variety of beverage choices. While there, don't forget to check out our vast selection of fresh coffee beans, produce, dairy, and bakery items. Visit Wagner's today in Minster, Fort Laramie, and New Bremen, and check us out on Facebook.
Crown Equipment Corporation, Grand Lake Health.
Kemmler Orthopedic Center is focused on a personalized, caring approach to treat all aspects of orthopedics, including total joint replacement, shoulder reconstruction, stem cell injections, and more. Dr. James Kemmler and Jed Cooney, certified PA, are dedicated to providing the best orthopedic care in the Grand Lake region. Kemmler Orthopedic Center has offices located in Salina and Van Wert, along with extended evening hours. To schedule an appointment, call our office at 419-586-5760.
We are here, and here, and here. Minster Bank is everywhere, providing every banking service that you need to keep your financial life in order. Whether you are on the go or stopping by one of our branches, Minster Bank is here for you. We proudly support the communities where you live. Minster Bank, helping people achieve financial success.
Kogi Plumbing and Heating is your Bryant Factory authorized dealer. We have brought the best of comfort, control, and plumbing services to the St. Mary's area for over 60 years. We have been Reader's Choice winners for the last 4 years running and excel at providing our customers with efficient and reliable heating and air conditioning, as well as responsive service when a plumbing emergency arises. We insist that the products we install in our customers' homes and businesses offer the same performance and value that we expect ourselves. Call today for your next plumbing and heating or air conditioning needs. Bryant, whatever it takes.
CarriageWorks has expanded and now can hold up to 25 cars in our service bay. CarriageWorks thrives on customer satisfaction. We accomplish that by providing top-of-the-line technology. CarriageWorks now uses a laser beam system to measure down to the millimeter of factory specs to better service you and get you back on the road. CarriageWorks has a brand new top-of-the-line paint booth that uses waterborne paint. There's no job too big or too small for CarriageWorks. We're certified collision specialists. Come in and see us today.
New Knoxville Supply Company, the supply source for residential, commercial, and industrial jobs. We specialize in plumbing products from many name brands, electrical products from replacing a light switch to rewiring an entire house, heating, air conditioning, and geothermal products, sheet metal ductwork, installations, and service. We are now housing more inventory, so all the hardware items you need to complete the job are available right away. New Knoxville Supply. Stop in, call, or check us out online at newknoxvillesupply.com.
Welcome back. The second set in favor of the Wildcats, 25-3 on our First National Bank scoreboard. They now lead this match 2-0. We'd like to thank our sponsors, our 5-star recruitment sponsors, Crown Equipment, MVP sponsors Clopay and Nidec Minster, scoreboard sponsor First National Bank. Keyhole Pizza brought you the keys to the game. Our starting lineups brought to you by Sydney Ogle's Audiology. Timeouts courtesy of Precision Strip. Our Minster game sponsor is Borcher's Family Floor Center. Jeff and I will choose a player of the game by NKTelco. And now with our stats and recap, brought to you by Wagner's IGA, here's Mr. Henshin.
Well, Dave, it was total domination for the Wildcats in Game 2. They dominated again, even more so than they did Game 1. The CAB report reads like this for the kills, aces, blocks. Minster in Game 2, 11 kills to just 1 for the Cory Rawson Hornets. Aces, Minster, 9 service aces. We talked about that early. So 9 compared to 0, and also Minster termination block to dominate those stats. And Minster only 2 errors. So even though they were ahead, now granted with service aces, they don't have much of a chance to do much to mess it up. But played a clean game. I mean, sometimes you lose your focus maybe a little bit, but they had some different girls getting in on the action. Kayla Lamb had 4 kills. Really went to her a lot. She finished strong. So they played, I thought, clean. Didn't have a lot of, let's say, mishits. I thought they maintained focus about as best they could do.
Again, that's your stats and recap brought to you by Wagner's IGA. A little bit different lineup here for Coach Garman. She's going to mix it up here in the front row. We have Megan Fortman. I'm not sure if she was going to play. She sprained her ankle last Tuesday against Coldwater, but she's in the right side. In the front row, Mara Balmer returns in, and they have Kayla Lamb in the front row as well. Addie Inskeep is going to be replaced by the libero, Macy Pringer, who just changed shirts to get in there. She's normally the libero on the JV team. You have Savannah Bergman starting in the back row, and I think you're going to have the JV setter, Elena Pringer. So good opportunity for Coach Garman to give some varsity action and tournament action for some of the underclassmen.
Exactly right. I mean, it's why not? I mean, your team is in control, and you put some players in that have put some time in, and it's a bigger stage, and I think it's a great way to kind of do both things. You know, let some kids get court action and see what happens.
Shepard's serve goes into the net as Jaden Clooney will come in. Looks like she is going to serve and probably set as Colleen Peppelman rotates into the front row, along with Lamb and Balmer. Clooney with the serve, led by Garmotter, set back to Garmotter. She will dink it in the middle for the point.
Nice heads-up play as it landed right in the middle of a host of Minster Wildcats, so good spot there for the Hornets. She had her lone ace, or lone kill in game number 2, did Garmotter, and picks one up there.
Hard serve there by McVetta, and put away there by Kayla Lamb.
Lamb has played very nicely. That's her 6th kill. Had that flurry, if you will, in the game 2 there, and a nice, powerful one to end game number 2 for her 4th one, and now picks up her 4th of game number 2, now her 6th one in the match. So just a sophomore. Again, she's going to be around for a couple more seasons and only get better.
Another sophomore into the line of Hannah Oldigus. One of the predominant hitters on the JV team now into the front row is Ava Greasup back to serve for the Wildcats. She's been very effective here tonight. Hit by Garmotter. Did not make it over. Point for the Wildcats.
Kind of a tough swing. Garmotter had to kind of float into the middle and then again on the offside of her body and just did not get the timing correct. Minster had a couple set of hands there to make it even more difficult for her.
Hit across there by Elkert. Avery Elkert is long, and now a 5-1 lead for the Wildcats.
Wildcats off to another good start. Again, it's in these type of games when you're the top dog and decided favorite, if you will, you have to concentrate, I won't say more, but you've got to stay focused to make sure that you still continue to do the fundamentals right and compete. And they've done a nice job so far here in games 2 and 3 for the Wildcats, getting off to good starts.
Elkert with the hit, Peppelman there with the block, but it hit the net. And Greasup with the serve. That's a short one that'll fall for the ace.
Nice change of pace by Greasup, her 4th of the game, ace that is, and again, she makes it look pretty easy and dropped it right in there, and tough to pick that up. A lot of teams they bring the setter up, so it's not like you have 6 players back there. You got a handful of players that got to cover a lot of court.
Overpass hit by Oldigus. Shepard will set Garmotter at the dink. Covered there by Pranger, and the Hornet in the net.
Yeah, I believe the attacker, Garmotter, might have been the one that was in the net. I didn't really see it. I thought maybe it was a Wildcat, when you usually see in a quick whistle like that, but instead it was a Hornet.
Served that one a little bit too wide for Ava Greasup. She'll be on the basketball court come this Friday, but she's a cheerleader on the varsity for the last couple years. Also runs track as Garmotter with the serve dug by Macy Pringer.
She stays pretty busy is what you're saying, as do a lot of student athletes in this area.
That's for sure. It's what we need with all the sports and all the success that we have. There's a quick set to Lamb, and Kayla Lamb pounds another one.
Taking care of business. Again, a lot of confidence there, and remember the Hornets not a lot of vertical athletic players that can maybe compete up to that level. They've 5'9's the tallest, and right now Minster's having her way attacking, and Hornets have struggled to get any type of real touches on the Minster attacks.
Lamb now with the serve. Hit by Bacon. Saved there by the Wildcats. That was saved by Clooney and hit across. Hit there by Elkert. That'll be a touch and a kill there by Avery Elkert.
Elkert had 2 kills back in game 1. Picks up her 3rd one there on a Minster touch at the net.
Also in the last, before the serve, Addie Inskeep rotated into the front row, number 14, the only freshman on the roster for the Wildcats. Had a pretty effective, pretty good JV season as well. The Wildcats with an 8-3 lead, dug by Oldigas. Peppelman hit across by Greasup, just a little too long. 8-4 as Chelsea McVetta serves and sets for the Hornets in this 6-2 offense. Dug by Greasup. Clooney to Inskeep for the kill. Addie Inskeep.
Nice attack out of the middle. Got enough on it and around the blocker. And Inskeep has played in 8 sets with 5 kills to her credit. So
up and into the front row is Megan Fortman, and back to serve is Elena Prenger. She'll probably get an opportunity to set, as that will just be right on the line. An ace, probably the first varsity ace for Elena Prenger.
Well, I have that ability to find out. And Prenger, nope, she had 1 ace coming into the 2 previous sets she played. This will be her 3rd varsity set she's played. She had 1 ace on the season. Now she has 2.
Almost had a 3rd. With a cross there by Bowersack. Quick set to Inskeep. And a nice play. Nice set there by Prenger. Quick set to Inskeep.
Make it look like they do this all the time. Again, that's a good rhythm. That's good timing. And again, they make it look easy. There's a lot of rhythm you've got to develop. And ball's got to be in the right spot. Makes it a lot easier when it is to go swing hard. And the Minster Wildcats did just that.
Bumped across there by Elkert. Prenger back set to Fortman. Off the net and finds its way to the floor. A kill by Megan Fortman.
Well, she's another underclassman, and when things are going well, those 50-50 balls hit the top of the tape do find a home on the other side. And for Fortman, she'll take it. The first of the match.
Prenger continues to serve. Bowersock will hit it across. Prenger with the set again to Fortman with the kill. Fortman.
That one hit much more, what do I say, aggressively, and no net play involved with that one for Megan Fortman. Sophomore attacker, back-to-back kills here in game number 3.
It's the sophomore Lena Prenger, probably the setter next year on the varsity team, you would think, but we'll see how things play out. Hit by Bacon a little bit too long. Wildcats with a 14-4 lead. Timeout on the floor. We'll step aside. We'll be back here on NKTelco Sports. Coming out of this precision strip timeout, we'd like to remind you to follow WCSM AM 1350, 96.7 FM, and their internet exclusive games on WCSMradio.com. All season long, your sports leader in Mercer and All-Blaze County, WCSM Radio. As the Wildcats continue to roll here with a 10-point lead on our First National Bank scoreboard in the 3rd set. Pranger's serve is over. Not able to get it across. Another point for the Wildcats.
Won't get an ace day, but again, that shows you when you serve aggressive and can't get a good first touch, a good contact, it makes it tough to get an offense, and you have players hitting way off the net, and that's normally not the normal. And right now, Wildcats, that one floats long, but have been really serving aggressive with a lot of confidence.
Talked about the Wildcats. They continued on. They play Ridgemont. I think it was a little bit interesting. They chose to go on the New Bremen side of the bracket in district as opposed to the Knoxville side. New Bremen, number 1. New Knoxville, 2. You're right, choosing to pick your poison, so to speak. 2 very good squads there. As Inskeep with a nice hit. And that'll be a point, Addie Inskeep. But, Jeff, if you look at those, they played New Bremen very tough. They had scores against New Bremen 27-25, 25-22. Before they fell in the 3rd set, 25-14. Not as against New Knoxville, as the scores weren't quite as close. I think that game was over at New Knoxville.
It was at New Knoxville. Yeah, 25-11, 25-20, and 25-17. So maybe that had something to do with their decision. They had the choice. They could have gone either way, and they chose to go to the top bracket with number 1 New Bremen.
And Savannah Bergman with an ace there. On top of that is New Bremen's definitely the number 1 rival of Minster. So, and if you're Minster, you got nothing to lose in that game. If you get there first, you got to take care of business. You got to play Ridgemont. New Bremen's got to take care of them, and then that would be over at the Elida district, the high school as a district, and whoever continues on from there will advance to the Elida Regional, which is at the old field house, right?
Well, I'm not for sure. I looked at that. That's what I was told. When you look on the regional, the map, if you will, it still says a high school. So I'm not real sure, but we were told the districts for these group of New Bremen, Minster, New Knoxville teams would be playing at the high school.
Yeah, so somebody from this area will be used to driving to Elida, and
you can't get
the fans
lost.
will hope to take as many trips as possible to that.
It's money well spent, but if you show up to the field house at the high school, it's not far away. It's right around the corner.
Dug by Macy Pranger. Hit by Balmer. Bumped over there by McVetta. Set to Balmer. Nice save there by McVetta. Morgan McVetta bumps it over. Dug by Bergman. Pranger sets Fortman. Megan Fortman with some nice hits from the right side.
She had another nice hit. Balmer had some good swings as well. Hornets able to keep them alive, but Fortman's attack found pay dirt, and that's her 3rd kill here in set game 4.
Fortman's usually in the varsity rotation. Like I said, she sprained her ankle against Coldwater. She did not play against Versailles, and evidently she's good to go. And there's Lamb taking advantage of an overpass.
Again, waiting, good timing there. Again, makes it look easy on those overpasses. You have to wait until it breaks the plane on that first hit. You can't attack a ball unless it's been touched 3 times by the opponent. And that one, because it was on the first, you have to wait till it breaks the plane, and Kayla did a nice job and then finished it.
Macy Pranger, the libero, serves it across. That will go wide. Pranger with the service point. 21-6. The Wildcats just 4 points away from taking care of business here in the opening match of tournament. There's an ace by Pranger. A nice movement on that serve.
The aces again piling up here in game 3. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They had 9 in game 2 and 5 in game number 1. So they've done a nice job serving tonight. That one goes into the net, but Cory Rawson's Achilles heel tonight has been, I think, again, just a good first touch and has really limited their ability to get into offense.
I'd like to remind you, NKTelco Sports and its sponsors are pleased to bring you replays of high school varsity volleyball on NKTelco Channel 3 or in HD on Channel 503. Replay times of this match are Sunday, October 24th at 6 p.m. and Tuesday, October 26th at 8 p.m. You can also watch more games on demand through YouTube, Facebook, at nktelco.com/sports. Reminder, if you're watching this live, we have games on Thursday night, the New Bremen game. They're the number 1 seed. They will play at New Bremen to play the winner of Arlington and Waynesfield Goshen. Number 2 seeded New Knoxville Rangers play the winner of Hardin Northern and Upper Soda Valley. So the 3 MAC teams in this district, 1, 2, and 3, New Bremen, New Knoxville, and Minster. And I guess we shouldn't be surprised. That happens a lot.
Yeah, the other set of Division 4 MAC teams go to the other bracket with Marion Local, St. Henry, and
Fort Recovery, and also Delva St. John's in there as well. But
they're in the same one with those? Okay, sorry, I thought they were. So 4
they play at the, they play at the Van Wert district, I believe. Right now the Wildcats, there's a dink by Mara Balmer.
Balmer had 2 in game number 1 and now her 3rd kill here in set number 3. Good placement shot for the senior. Yeah, and you mentioned in Coldwater, Parkway, and Versailles are the Division 3
Parkway and Coldwater in the same one. They're in, I think it's the Calida district, if I remember right.
Versailles goes to southwest area. They'll look for them to probably make some noise down there as they, I'm not sure their seed, but they can take care of some business down there and advance into maybe the districts as well.
Niemeyer with the serve. Hit across there by Elker, but into the net, and match point for the Wildcats. The senior Alyssa Niemeyer trying to finish it off as looks like Ella Mischer's going to come in. Coach Garman trying to get people in. Mescher rarely plays back row, playing the back row, and Ava Greasup all about 5'4", playing the front row.
Well, she can maybe get an attack here.
She jumps pretty good when she serves. There's the serve across by Niemeyer. Bumped across, there's Niemeyer, not able to finish it. So side out will go to the Hornets. So now we'll see what they do in this rotation. They probably a good chance they might try to set Grease up there on the right side. We'll see how it plays out. Depends on the serve.
Might have to draw a picture of where she has to go to line up. This is new territory, and they're going to rotation violation. So
Minster with everything going on. So again, you got a player in the tall girl, 6-footer in the back row, and you have about 5'4" girl in the
front row.
She backs up way up because she still wants to do the serve receive. Served by McVetta, dug by Pranger. Niemeyer will set there to Peppelman. Niemeyer's the setter right now. Again, out of position. There's a kill there by Garmotter.
Second kill of game 3 for Garmotter, and kind of a wild finish here for the Wildcats, trying to get everyone maybe their wish list of where they'd like to play if they had to do it again.
There's a dig by Mesher. Niemeyer will set Grease up.
Front row
that time by Shepard. Hit by Garmotter. Niemeyer sets Grease up. That is blocked back by Garmotter.
Good block there by the Hornets, and as much as fun as you want to have, we had two Minster players collide right in the middle, and you hate to see someone get dinged up with those awkward attacks, but everyone seems to be healthy.
There's Mesher, and Niemeyer will set Grease up. Right there by Bowersock, and put away there by Lamb.
Give Grease up the kill. It was unable to be played.
So the Wildcats win in 3 straight sets on our First National Bank scoreboard. 25-12, 25-3, and 25-11. Jeff and I will be back to wrap it up here on NKTelco Sports. Before that, it looks like the crowd is singing happy birthday to Ava Greaseupper. She was able to play front row on her birthday. We'll be right back.
When I graduated from Salina, I didn't know much about the job market here.
I knew I wanted to come back to the area. I went to Hometown Opportunity where I was looking for a local job.
It really opened up my eyes to the employer market around here.
I was able to filter down my options, see what types of jobs were out there for me.
Linked me directly with those local companies.
And the last 6 months have been wonderful to feel that family environment again.
Schwiedemann Pharmacies began serving the people of Auglaize County in 1916 when Urban Schwiedemann purchased the building and business from J.H. Hoffman. The New Bremen location is one of the longest-running pharmacies in the country, with over 110 years of serving its patrons. Since then, 4 more stores have been added: Coldwater, St. Mary's, Minster, and Wapakoneta to round out the group. Our services include prescription refills, home medical equipment, nursing home services, customized compounded medication, vaccinations, and so much more.
Kennedy Garage. Don't cuss, call us for all your auto repair needs. Busher's Market. Biggins Small Engine Repair and U-Haul. Find us on Facebook. Superior Aluminum Products. Join our Superior team today. Next Generation Kitchen and Bath. Design your next kitchen or bathroom project with us. K&M Imports. K&M Imports Sales and Service. Breichman Sales and Service. Ag Chemical Distributors. Rushi Inn and Tavern. Home and Interiors. Sassy Sisters Designs. Sassy Sisters Designs Home Decor and more. Francis Manufacturing. Francis Manufacturing in Rushi. Forever Fit. Forever Fit 24/7. Orchard's Floor Store.
Serving education, healthcare, government, industrial, and commercial businesses, SecureCom of Minster has been the provider of safety and communication solutions since 1998. As a locally owned and operated company, SecureCom staffs highly skilled technicians and certified installers, fully capable of handling all your design, installation, and maintenance needs. They specialize in the integration of fire alarm, door access control, surveillance cameras, phone systems, fiber optics, and data and cabling.
Not every kid wants to go to college. Some kids work better with their hands.
It's a good thing that they come and they learn hands-on.
Once you gain a skill, that's yours.
There's always room for advancement within the trades.
conditioned to believe that you had to go to college to be successful. And now I genuinely think that trade skills are extremely valuable, and we need a lot more people that are willing to go that route.
Goodyear Shoe Service. Park National Bank. Cargill. St. Henry Bank. Chiltex LLC. Speedway Lanes.
Clopay Corporation, America's favorite garage door, is now hiring for all manufacturing and over-the-road Class A CDL driving positions. Clopay is the largest residential garage door manufacturer in North America, and we are continuing to grow. Join our team and work in a safe, clean, modern environment. Clopay offers a great benefits package as an equal opportunity employer and a drug-free work environment. Imagine the possibilities when you open the door to your career at clopay.com/careers.
Winners Meats. Quality meats for 4 generations. Hoagie Lumber. Hilsman Automotive.
Welcome back here to Minster as the Minster Wildcats dominated in the tournament opener as their number 3 seed. They beat the number 12 seed Cory Rawson Hornets by the scores on our First National Bank scoreboard, 25-12, 25-3, and 25-11. With our final stats and recap brought to you by Wagner's IGA, here's Mr. Jeff Henshin.
Thank you, Dave. Our CAB report, again, will tell just what you saw. Domination by the Wildcats tonight. The CAB report, kills, aces, blocks. The kills category, Minster ends up, I have them for 33 kills, 11 in each set. So 33 kills for the Wildcats. For Cory Rawson, they will finish tonight with 9 kills. Service aces also very big for the Wildcats. 19 service aces to just 1 for the Cory Rawson Hornets. In the blocking department, Minster recorded 2 blocks. Cory Rawson had 1. And that one pretty balanced, but boy, the attacking by Minster dominating, and also the serving, aggressive serving that led to a lot of aces was key for the Wildcats' win. For the Hornets, Tessa Elker to kill, Avery Elker to kill, and Allie Garmotter had 3 kills. She led the team, and Addie Bacon added the kill along with a kill from Reagan Cooper. Their total of 9 for the Minster Wildcats. I'll just the bottom off the list here. Avery Grisham had a kill, that last one in game number 3. Also 4 service aces. Mara Barmer, nice night with 5 kills. Ace from Macy Prenger serving. 6 aces from Savannah Bergman. Kayla Lamb, 8 kills. Lindy Hemmelgarn, an ace. Elena Prenger, an ace. 3 kills from Megan Fortman. 1 kill from Jaden Clooney and a service ace. Ella Mesher, 5 kills and a block. Alyssa Niemeyer, 3 kills and a block. Lily Barhorst, 4 kills and 5 aces. And Addie Inskeep, 3 kills. So a number of Wildcats getting an opportunity to do damage tonight. They took advantage of the situation, and they came in and they, again, took care of business. And you never want to overlook the the Cory Rawson opponent, the opponents, and Minster did not do that tonight. They did a nice job and took care of business.
Wildcats go to 9-14 on the season. That snaps a losing streak for them, and they will play on Thursday night over at New Bremen. They will play the Ridgemont, the number 7 seed, the first game in that we'll have on NKTelco Sports is the New Bremen playing the Wayne Arlington and Waynesfield Goshen. So before we go here, Jeff, our player of the game, we're going to give it to the birthday girl, Ava Grisham.
Well, Ava did a nice job. She had a number kill and matches her uniform number 1. You might see her on TV, stand down there around half court right now. 4 service aces 4 service aces. Did a nice job for the senior. Came up again. Did a nice job tonight throughout. Served well. Kept them in the domination. Kept the pressure on the Hornets with good aggressive serving. Congratulations to the senior, Ava Grisham.
Congratulations to the Wildcats from Coach Cammie Garman, registered her 149th win in her career here at Minster, and congratulations to Ava. So congratulations to the Wildcats. Hornets also, congratulations on them on their seasons. They'll travel back up to Cory Rawson. My partner Jeff Henshin, I'm Dave Kanapke. Thanks for watching on NKTelco Sports.